Hello students, welcome back to my channel Maths Insider. In today's video, we will learn about a very important concept from chapter 2 polynomials called zero of a polynomial. This topic is very important for board, so watch carefully till end. So what we will learn from this video? What is a zero polynomial means? Then how to find a zero polynomial step by step. Then graphical representation of zeros of a polynomial, and finally we'll see what is easy method to solve the problem in the board. So let's get started. So let's begin. So let's understand the meaning of what is the zero of a polynomial. This is very important because on the basis of that we will solve a lot of problems. So a zero of a polynomial refer to or is the value of the variable a, of that particular variable x in the polynomial that makes the polynomial equal to 0. So whatever may be the value, variables, whether x or y, whatever value of that particular variable is, if I put that value in the polynomial, it will make the polynomial 0. So that is called the zero of a polynomial. So in a simple words, if we substitute a value, say x, and the answer of that particular polynomial becomes 0, then we say that value is called a zero of the polynomial. So very simple. So whatever x takes the value, if we put the value in the polynomial and if the value comes to be 0, for that value of x, we called it the zero of the polynomial. So let's take an example to clarify this concept. So find the zero of polynomial given by px equal to x plus 5. So from here, if we use the concept of the polynomial, this is a linear polynomial because the degree is 1, highest degree of x is 1. So here the given polynomial we have denoted by px or fx, anything, but here we are taking as px. Now to find the zero of the polynomial, we have to set px equal to 0, or so x, now we have to put the value of x plus 5, that will be equal to 0, solving the above equation or the expression, we get x equal to minus 5. So that means if I put minus 5 to this expression x plus 5, the whole polynomial becomes 0. So that's why this is called, so x equal to minus 5 is called the zero of the polynomial. So let's take another example. Now find zero of polynomial px equal to 2x minus 6. Again, this is a linear polynomial because highest degree of the variable x is 1, which is a whole number. So let's set px equal to 0. Now 2x minus 6 equal to 0, transforming 6 from left to right hand side. So the sign changes, so 2x equal to 6 and x equal to 3. So that means if I put 3 in the polynomial 2x minus 6, the polynomial 2x minus 6 will become equal to 0. So now, a very important concept of how to represent. So now we are representing this zero of the polynomial in the graph. So how to represent zero of a polynomial in the graph? So that's what we are going to discuss and clarify. So the zero of a polynomial is the point. So zero of the polynomial is the point where its graph cuts the x-axis. So the zero of a polynomial, what is this? Is a point on the x-axis where the graph cuts. So So whenever the graph touches this x-axis, that value of x makes the value of the polynomial fx or px, whatever, 0. So that is, the px becomes equal to 0. So let's check this with an example. Let's understand with an example by plotting it in the graph for a given polynomial. So let px equal to x minus 4 be a polynomial. Now we will take different value of x to plot the graph. So, and we'll see where exactly that particular graph is touching the x-axis. So we plot a graph by taking different value of x. So for x equal to 1, px becomes 1 minus 4 minus 3. For x equal to 2, px becomes 2 minus 4, which is equal to minus 2. X equal to 3, px becomes 3 minus 4, which is minus 1. X equal to 4, px becomes 4 minus 4, 0. And for x equal to 5, px becomes equal to 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. So these are all the point, and we see that at x equal to 4, px becomes equal to 0. So let's tabulate it to make it more easy. So we have x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the corresponding value of px is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and 1. Now let's plot this by taking the x-axis, and the px is on the y-axis, which is the polynomial. So we are dividing x-axis into equal divisions and y-axis also in the equal division in both positive and negative directions. So we are putting all the value to it, and then we will plot the graph for the given value. So for 1 we get minus 3, for 2 we will get minus 2, for 3 we get minus 1, for 4 it is 0, and for 5 it is plus 1. Now if I complete this graph, if I connect, sorry, it's a little bit difficult to plot the graph, but anyway, when I plot the graph, we can see that straight line is touching the x-axis at point 4. So this is the point where the value of px becomes equal to 0 for x equal to 4. So the zeros, so x equal to 4 is the 0 of the polynomial, and we can find in the graph it is touching the x-axis at point 4. So that point at x equal to 4 on the x-axis where this graph meets make the polynomial 0. So this clarify whole concept how to represent it in the graph. So now coming back, so in the board exam, to find the zero of the polynomial of the linear polynomial, so we are dealing with the linear polynomial. Maybe in the next video we'll see dealing with the quadratic polynomials. So write px equal to 0, then solve the equations by putting the polynomial expressions to equal to 0, and then we can find the value of x and write the final answers clearly. So now let us quickly revise what we have learned so far. So a 0 of a polynomial is the value of the variable x that makes the polynomial equal to 0. This is the main concept. And how to do that? So to find it, we simply solve the polynomial px equal to 0. So in the next video we will going to solve the different problems based on this particular concept. So be in touch. So if you like, share and subscribe. Thank you.